Hello again. Um, the subject today is going to be if the government really wanted to, or if we ourselves really wanted to, we could solve the terrorist problem. Now you might think to yourself, how is that possible? How can you solve the terrorist problem? Quite simple. What motivates human beings? Two things motivates human beings: sex and money, materialism. Sex and money, materialism. That's what motivates human beings. Two things. Now, Muslims, they require the same oxygen as anyone else, the same desire to make money, to run business. The mere fact that Muslims become doctors, even though Muhammad says the extreme form of religion or Islam, you should not look at the infidels, you should kill them all. Then you ask the question, why are Muslims then becoming doctors? You should be doing what Muhammad claimed, killing us all, not saving our lives. So here you have a conflict of interest. You either follow Muhammad and kill us all, don't save our lives, or you choose the Western world, and that is to save people's lives and take up the good occupation. Now, a way of dealing with these terrorists is by all these Muslims, is by removing their occupation. In other words, most Muslims have shops. You don't go in there. You boycott them. Because believe it or not, I can put it to you that like some fake Christians who worship money, most Muslims worship money. And if you hit them where it hurts, you can put a solution to this global epidemic problem, and that is Muslim terrorism. You're going to hit them where it hurts. You don't support their business, you don't go into their shops, don't buy their products, and you guarantee these Muslims will start an internal civil war amongst themselves, because they're not going to want some terrorists to go doing some terrorist business, and it's going to affect their livelihood. It's all about money. We're all motivated by money. If the government really wanted to, they could have dealt with terrorism this way, just like they deal with North Korea. North Korea hasn't even dropped a bomb anywhere, but the mere fact she just opens her mouth and makes threats, then Britain and America, sanction her, remove her strength. So if Britain really wanted to, and America, they could deal with the Muslim terrorism. They could really, by imposing sanctions. Don't buy their oil. But obviously, we need to get around. So you can see the game of dirty politics. Britain and America, they need Muslim oil. So therefore, they're not going to be really stringent. They're not going to be really hardcore on these Muslims. And that's why it's up to you and I, to not give oxygen, to these Muslims. You know where their businesses are. Don't support it. Don't buy their products. Don't buy their food. Don't buy their grocery. And even tell them, you're not going to do it, because until the terrorism stops, you're not going to support their business. You boycott it. In America, when black people had more brains, had more sense, and white people were discriminating against black people, black people boycotted white business and forced the white business to close. Money is the root to everybody. Money. We all motivated by sex or money. There's no way. We're so complicated. Human beings can be defined by two aspects: sex and money. I'd be surprised if spirituality even gets sneak in. Sex and money. Muslims are no different. Like this love they claim they have for Muhammad, etc. You move away their business, and trust me, they would curse Muhammad to his face. So what I'm saying is this: boycott Muslim products, boycott Muslim business. You know, we do it every day. We walk into McDonald's and they maybe give us cold fries, or their service is bad. Oh, I'm not coming there for 2 months. I'm staying away from there. We do it to each other. What I do to Muslims. I've seen Muslims running a big, after the big terrorism, I've seen Muslims open a shop for business. I've seen Muslims open a shop for business and still trading, and white people walking in, having no problem. Black people walking in, having no problem. Now, let it be a black person or a white person. Let there be a civil war between whites and blacks, and I guarantee the blacks will buy from the whites and the whites will buy from the blacks. We boycott each other, but it's interesting, when it comes to Muslims, nobody boycott them. What the hell is that about? What we're saying, we don't mind Muslim terrorism. The only way to dealing with these Muslims, don't support their business. It's as simple as don't support their product. Don't go into their shops. Don't go anywhere near them. And they'll get the message. Trust me, they'll get the message. Money talks. Do you know, remember that country, not Arabia, the richest country, Bahrain, I think it's Bahrain, full of Muslims. Bahrain, practicing Muslim sheiks, but you know, they allow the rich and the famous to drink beer in this holy country, right? Drink beer and whiskey and crack cocaine, while on the other hand, they're praying next door to it. It's all about money. But what's that place called? I'm sure it's Bahrain, where they worth billions, and the Muslim turn a blind eye to it, to the sins and secret. The Muslim turn a blind eye to it. Bring your prostitutes, bring your crack cocaine, bring your beer, your whiskey. The Muslim pretend they can't see. Why? When it comes to money, they'll slap the Quran. When it comes to money. Whether Christianity, whether Islam, most of them can be brought off. Boycott them. Don't support their business. And if you look, I want to fly abroad 3 times in a year. That's my goal, to fly abroad 3 times a year, right? You know, do you think that I would feel comfortable sitting up a Muslim? I know it's stereotypical, but my God, their religion tells you. Their religion tells you. At any moment, ooh, pull a string, kill us all. That's their religion. And if they're practicing Muslims, they're all potential terrorists. If they're practicing, they're all potential terrorists. Why should I risk my neck and my limbs by being moderate? It says, I don't care, don't stereotype BOPC. No. So I value my life. I value my life. So how to deal with these people is boycott them. Make them know that you value your life and you're not going to support their business, but you know something, you will tomorrow night. You have a love affair with these damn Muslims. You have a love, you can't help it. Every time there's a terrorist attack, I've never seen no Muslim report their business going down. But it could be whites and blacks, and straight away there's a lot of business. Straight away. But when it comes to Muslims, terrorist attack, their business go up. Not down. You're in there secretly supporting their business. You're in there secretly supporting their business. So please, if you're really against terrorism, if you are really against terrorism, if you are really against terrorism, boycott their business. Don't support them. And that way they will see that people are serious about this, that people are not going to travel on all these aeroplanes feeling fearful, or travel in London or New York feeling fearful. We've got to fight back. against this wickedness, this terrorism. We've got to fight back. They should not be in Europe. If you know full well your religion tells you that you can't live side by side with us, then go back to your own country. What kind of religion would have you plot the death of many innocent lives just because we're not Muslims? That's not a religion. That's a cult. That's a death cult.